The dust layer is gone. I gave the RS4 a bath here in the garage as best as possible. So the paint is nice and shiny now. You can see the paint is looking good like it did time ago when this was on the road. But we're almost there, okay? The parts should be here soon. Just hold on. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at 3 weeks of me debating even touching the driver's side headlamp with sandpaper. The passenger side one was a lot worse, as those of you who follow the series will remember. And for those lucky souls who follow the entire channel, the sanding regimen I talk about for these headlights, they work perfectly on the Volvo. And Volvo also uses automotive lighting products, but I think what they use for Volvo is thicker or a different mix than what they use for the B7 lenses. My initial goal was to have the VX tuning lenses, which I still hope they make, and if they don't, somebody will have to come up with a lens for this. Because here's the thing, okay, so driver's side one, I have not touched, repeating that. The passenger side one, I have gone through all the paces I did with the Volvo that worked out perfectly, and I thought, okay, you know what, because I've been thinking about this for a while. There's hairline scratches. You guys wouldn't see it even on camera, okay? Like, this is going to be totally fine when it goes on the car, and it's going to look a lot better than the passenger headlight did before. I mean, the lighting is kind of odd, which you see makes that headlight look just the way that light up there hits, okay? So maybe, I don't know, I'll do it from this angle. So, okay, yeah. So from here you can see they look very similar, and they are similar. But if you were here and you're a car nerd like I am, you don't want hairline scratches, okay? And the passenger side one does have them. So I thought, okay, maybe all those nights of sanding, I was tired and I quickly compounded it because I was excited. Let me see what it looks like finished. So today I came back and I compounded it again. That's a medium pad, okay? Medium pad is safe on almost all headlights to not go too far. But I was going to grab my heavy pad. I said, you know what? I don't care to. I know medium pads can always get my scratches out. It's never been a problem with a heavy cut compound, a quality heavy cut compound. So I went at it again really hard. Like, I'm talking one of the hardest I ever push it for headlights on the passenger one here. And what happened was I got it really nice and warmish hot to the touch, cleaned it up, and it cleared up a bit better than it was. But I could still see some of the hairline scratches left. And I was like, look, I can't keep going at this. And then I ran my fingernail on the lens, just slightly. And I did a small shape with it. And I know if you dig your fingernail in, it could be like 40 grit. Okay, I'm not retarded like that. But what I'm trying to say is just lightly fingernail scrape to check your things. I saw that my fingernail actually created a new scratch. And to confirm it, in an inconspicuous corner of that passenger headlight, I did a small circle with my fingernail very lightly. And it actually left a small scratch. So, would I do this again? I mean, VX Tuning, I don't know what's going on with them. We've talked about in another video that they might have stock. Get those if they have them. Don't even waste your time with this. Yeah, you're going to have sealant issues probably, and you're going to have a lot of focus for this job. Would I do this again, sanding them? Probably, okay? Because my passenger side one was a lot worse looking. Like, it truly made this look like an old car when it was on the road. Lighting, see, plays a bit of tricks on you. This looks good, okay? It's good. I think on the car from even 5 feet away, even 3 feet away, you wouldn't see it. But this channel is about being a proper nerd, okay? Proper car nerd. So you guys are going to get these weird speeches from me. That is it, though, okay? What I mean is the driver's side one, it's got a lot more pitting than the passenger side one. The passenger side one also had hazing. It had everything you could throw at a headlight to make it look bad. That driver's side one, you can go back in previous parts of the series. I've zoomed way more in and talked about each one more specifically. But for the driver's side one, I'm not even going to bother sanding it. I haven't done anything. I don't even know if I'm going to bother buffing it. I probably will. But no, you know what I mean? I'm not going to. It's fine. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And eventually, we're either going to get the VX tuning headlight lenses. Don't know who else is going to manufacture headlight lenses, but we do need them for the B7s. So, I mean, you see, I could have not even made this video. This would have looked perfectly fine. Look, like any angle I would have ever filmed this car again on the channel, you guys would have never known what I'm talking about. But you see, you can't even pick it up when I am this close. You can see a bit of the pitting that's left, but I mean, that's as far as 800 will go. And I am not trying those crazy things, 400s and 600s on Audi headlights, okay? This is all soft precision stuff. So even here, you guys can't see the scratches, but what I'm telling you is, maybe I'll change my message to this. If you're trying to save money, not do the whole sealant, all kinds of crap, and dig yourself more into waiting for your car to be back on the road, do this. But if you do have some hairline scratches at the end, even if you use heavy cut compound and you go all the way up to 3,000, 5,000, whatever, I don't care. Because those scratches that are left are not scratches 3,000 and 5,000 are ever going to get out. Not even 2,000. Just don't sweat it, is what I can say. All right? That's the main thing here. Don't waste a lot of time, because I was like, okay, the Volvo was perfect. I've done tons of Hondas, worked at dealerships. I've done so many cars and I've always been happy with my result. But for some reason, these B7 headlights have been driving me nuts for the past while. So this is a 95% result for most people. But for me, and possibly you, this is not a 95% result. Good enough. It's going to look great on the car. Far better than before. It'll look nice in our next walkarounds. It'll look a lot better than the older walkarounds. And before you guys sign off, here is the RS4. Okay, we got some parts coming in. Some things have changed, some things haven't. Things are on the way, all right? I can't say much more until they come. I put the parts on and we'll fire it up. But the goal is, you see, she's nice and shined up, washed. Like I'm anticipating this, okay? This car will run, and it will run very healthy very soon. Optimistically, I'm saying that. So, yeah, that's part of the... This is not a content creator style channel. You know, like I'm not just, hey guys, look, I bought this car. Get rid of it, get something else. This is a true ownership of one of these things, especially in North America. In Europe, it might have been faster to get some things, but... And in case I didn't mention, that passenger headlight, when I say my fingernail dug in, even with soft, like paint checking levels of fingernail press, there was no heat on the lens, okay? The lens had cooled down to the same level as the other lens. So you can't you can rule out me being an idiot and putting my fingernail on hot plastic that's slightly malleable. But don't buff to get your headlight hot. That's like the extreme last resort for people who have the touch. Like I've done this a lot at dealerships at different cars. So I'm going to stop here on this one. This just ended up being some Audi specific stuff. Maybe other people have different experiences, but this is just one to keep in mind. You guys are going to have to wait, and it shall continue.